Hello everyone. Today we have with us somebody very special, somebody whom we have been in touch with ever since we met her in Pune. And I'm talking about none other than Sister Marisa A.C. She's now the principal of Apostolic Carmel High School and Junior College in Bandra, Mumbai. Welcome to this talk, Sister. Thank you for taking time out and being a part of this. Having you here today, fills us with a lot of joy because that's the kind of positivity you've always brought in ever since we've met and ever since that you have started visiting us in our campus and whenever you've been, for any of our events as a part of the competitions or part of any celebrations, you've always had this positive aura around you. It takes a lot for somebody to be a teacher. So I would like to start off, Sister, by asking you as to how this journey started. Over to you. Sister, if you could unmute, please. Yeah. Request you to unmute, Sister.
When I was in class 5, I was studying in St. Thomas Girls High School, Aldona, Goa. An inner voice urged me from within to work for God. I obeyed that inner voice and ran to my dad and then to my mom to say that I would like to be a sister, a religious. Both of them were very unhappy and they refused. But then my dad left for Portugal and my mother gave me consent saying, finish your class 10th, your college, take a proper decision and then join. So I studied in St. Thomas Girls High School, Aldona, Goa, and I completed my BA in St. Xavier's College, Goa. And then I did my B.Ed in Nirmala Niketan, Panaji, Goa. When my brother was getting married, on that day, I took a decision to become a sister. And then I joined in the same place, Carmel Convent, Mumbai, Bandra, in the year 1995. Last year, 2020, I celebrated 25 years in this field. So, first and foremost, I would like to thank the IIHM team who was part of my institute in Pune. When Yusuf and along with his team approached me, I really said an immediate yes and was present for every program during my tenure of 5 years. And today, joy wells up from within, cause I have kept God as my greatest support. And I am here in this profession from 1997. I began in Goa, St. Mary's Convent High School, Mapsa. From there, I went to Carmel Convent, Chandigarh. From there, I went to Carmel Convent, Delhi. From there, I came back to Apostolic Carmel High School, Bandra. Then I was selected to be the headmistress in Mount Carmel Convent High School, Ajni. Apostolic Carmel High School and Junior College, Mumbai, Bandra.
So, sister, like your journey, as you mentioned, that you got an calling, and that's the reason you went and approached your parents and you told them that this is what you want to do. Uh,
Yes.
it is you know a life where you need to sort of give up a lot of things. So, was it a tough journey for you, to get into this and then dedicate your life to all the people? Was this difficult?
Yes, it was a challenging task for me because God has blessed me not only with inner beauty, but also outward beauty. And I had my galaxy of friends. They loved me deeply because I'm a very warm person. And my parents taught me to be there, to be that. And I have one brother. After that, I had a brother who passed away. Then I was born after a gap of 6 years, and I have my younger sister. I was born in Lorenzo Marques, Mozambique, Africa. And those days, we were sent away by Samora Machel. Overnight, we took a decision to travel from Africa to India. And it took my parents 1 month to come from Africa to Mumbai by ship. So that was my big challenge. Then there were many, you see, proposals also coming my way, but my focus was God and his mission, the needy, the poor, the marginalized. So to say a complete yes and give up my family, my brother and sister, and especially my parents was a challenging task and my galaxy of friends. But I said no to the outer world and yes to my inner voice. And sir, today God has helped me and he has placed his hand over me to gel well in the places where I work. My staff, students, parents, alumni, PTA, benefactors are my family. And I always tell them, once a Carmelite, forever a Carmelite. I belong to Apostolic Carmel congregation. We have celebrated 150 years of our existence in India and abroad. And I owe my credit to God and our foundress, Venerable Mother Veronica of the Passion, who had a role to play, namely education. She was a foreigner. She came to Bangalore and set up these educational institutions all over India, and a few of them are abroad. Our main vocation, our main goal is education, inculcating overall education to every girl child. We have also co-ed schools across India and abroad.
Right. So, getting into education as a part of this journey, what were the challenges that you have faced during those times when one came into this aspect? Trying to build up somebody from right from the time when they were little, and then making seeing them flower into adults, and with all that knowledge that you are imparting, uh, what were the challenges that you have faced during those times as a
So
teacher, as somebody who's a guide, somebody who's a mentor?
when I am placed in a new place, I always say, God, walk with me and talk to me. And you put words in my mouth. Then for 3 months, I observe my staff. I have a book and I write about them and I make a note of it and I don't say anything for 3 months. Yes, work moves on very beautifully. And when I call them, I tell them, this is where I love the way you are functioning, my dear staff member. And teaching profession today, sir, is a noble profession. You can touch the hearts of millions of students. But if the leader is not honest, if the leader is not that creative, then nothing will move. So I try to be very close to God and try to have that loving attitude towards my staff and the workers, teaching and non-teaching. Once you get a hold of them, then you can delegate work and have a follow-up. Appreciate them. Don't find faults. If you have to correct them, do it with love. And I've seen that, sir, from 1997. I completed 23 years in this profession. I began in St. Mary's, Goa, as a teacher, then as a supervisor, and now as a principal. I am that same Sister Marisa. Originally, I was known as Olivia Maxi Bucaro. I couldn't take that name because there is a sister. But I am the same Sister Marisa. This is the third time I'm coming to Bandra. But what I do, sir, I use these tactics of bringing them together, telling them this is what I need. We have to prepare ourselves well in order to teach our kids. And they are very much updated. They know everything. We also should update ourselves and impart values. Don't correct in common. Individually, every girl child, every student is a piece of our heart. If it was my own child, my own brother and sister, what I would have done, I keep that in mind, sir. And before I say anything, I ask God to be with me, put words in my mouth, and I count 10. Suppose I am a bit upset or irritated with someone, I just hold the crucifix. I hold the crucifix and I ring a bell. I have a bell. I ring a bell and then I call the person inside and march ahead to tell what is good for the institute.
Right. So, sister, you've seen education change a lot over the years. So, I would like you to comment on that as to what kind of changes you've seen through your journey and where do you see education for the future going? Which direction do you see it going, and what kind of changes, technology, adapting technology in your teaching to the different ways of imparting education, especially during the pandemic last year, and still it is ongoing. We have adapted to a virtual platform of teaching. Uh, what kind of changes are you seeing from the time that you have started off to what you're seeing currently, and where do you see it going?
When I came to Mumbai, it was first and foremost a transfer. I came after a gap of 10 years. So immediately we got to a person, Campus Care app. We got those people, they are based in Delhi, and we began with online classes, Zoom classes, Google Meet classes for students of 9th, 10th, and 12th. Parents were finding it difficult to accept. I am new, but since they knew me earlier, 10 years back, and my first circular saw that I motivated them. I took them on my side, the parents. Then to motivate the teachers, some of them are saying, we are into retirement, we are not able to take Zoom classes. So I motivated them to take Zoom classes, to take Google Meet classes. So we began from June onwards, sir. Slowly, I started with 5th to the 8th. So they accepted well. A few students used to attend. A few students used to not attend. Then we started for the primary, from classes 1st to the 4th. There also, it was a challenge. A few students would not attend Zoom classes. Then I began with the nursery, KG1 and KG2. And sir, the response I'm telling you was marvelous. We belong to aided school. We had to reply to the department. Have you done things? So what I did, sir, I framed committees, exam committee, timetable committee, attendance committee, HOD, heads of departments committee, uh, sports committee, art and craft committee, staff meeting committee, PTA committee. I followed my rules. We have to have 4 PTA meetings. I already finished 3 PTA meetings on Zoom. I have to have 4 cabinet meetings with the head girl and the cabinet. I completed 3 cabinet meetings. In that, I planned for Teachers' Day. Now, how to give the token for the staff? I thought of an idea, give them cash. In this COVID pandemic times, all will love to have, even if it is 100 rupees, why not I be happy? So, sir, I kept 5 people in charge to give a token that was cash to every staff member and a worker on Teachers' Day. Then I had a Zoom prayer service and dances coordinated with the cabinet. Then for Children's Day, along with the staff, we had Zoom prayer, virtual dance, etc. A bouquet also Zoom. So, sir, I can say, 99.5% cooperation. And my circulars, 6 circulars I have written and posted on Campus Care app with a short story. So parents were on my side. Alumni was on my side. PTA was on my side. And no one was called to school. But in December, I called the entire staff one day on a Saturday to submit everything in files. And I framed a committee there also. They had to sign from November 23rd, 2020 and submit every folder. How well it worked, sir. Declaring holidays, Diwali holidays, I was calm and cool. I waited for respected Education Minister Dr. Varsha Gaikwad to post the GR, General Resolution. Once she posted, I posted on Campus Care app. Why to panic, sir? Already the world is in panic. India is in panic because so many got affected with COVID-19. Why should I add another set of stress or tension for our parents? So this way I was praying to God. And in between, sir, on 4th of September, I lost my peace of heart, my most beloved mother, Simplicia Bucaro, in this pandemic time. So there I was shattered, but I did not allow that to affect the school, this institution. I went to Goa to do the last formalities and returned back and started my work. Today, along with God, sir, my most beloved mother is my powerful intercessor from heaven. And she helps me to work together to gel well with my staff. And I am very close to the admin staff and our workers because they are my right hand and they are my left hand. If they are not there, sir, with me, I cannot move. And my community, we are 13 sisters in the community. I gel well with them. I give them appreciation. And on this chair of mine, I always say, God watches me. So this has been my challenge, sir. The loss of my mother. Take trouble to write the circulars. Take trouble to have Zoom meetings, cabinet meetings, and then call the staff to submit things. And then do what you have to do.
Right. So your association with us has been something I would like to talk about. You've been associated with IIHM. You visited us. You visited our campus. You attended some of our events. I'm really thankful to you for guiding us through those events. Many a times when we have called you, you were there with us. So I would like you to talk about that association.
Sir, when I uh, came to visit the IIHM Pune, so much of hospitality, you will say, sister, that should be our trump card. No, sir. First and foremost, I saw God in you all. Sister, please have this water. Sister, please have snacks. Sister, take a front seat. What kindness, sir. We are sannyasis. We are religious. We are not people of the world. I am not a person of the world. But the respect that IIHM gave me, gave my sisters, gave the students and the staff is marvelous. It is noteworthy. It is not like any other corporate school or any other department. There is kind of warmth seen in action. Last time when two of my teachers got the award, I was very much excited. You, sir, gave me the award. You gave me the privilege to cut the cake. There were so many participants, but two of us were present there, Sister Priscilla and myself. But you gave the knife in my hand. I was humbled, sir. You are doing so much of work. You are bringing the young hearts together. When Yusuf told me, sister, encourage your teachers to prepare dishes, all of them wanted to take part. And we had 12 teachers who took part. You know, sir, when I got a transfer, they said, sister, we will remember you for life because you gave us an exposure. I said, not I, Kurana, sir, IIHM team, Sangeeta ma'am, Yusuf sir, they're very polite. Let's learn to be polite. We are teachers, we are educationists. My child, what is wrong with you? Let's not, pull them up. Let's learn from this institution. And sir, you all had this entertainment on all the chefs, going to be chefs. How well they dance, sir. Because I also love to dance. I'm a musician and a singer. And you all were appreciating them. You acknowledge every teacher. You acknowledge your every student, sir. Not only those who may be your favorites, no, all are equal to you. And that is what I appreciate, sir. And you, sir, you have a smile on your face. I have observed you. You're so busy. You have to attend to so many. You have to give the award to so many. But you are a very humble person. May God bless you and your family. And as a leader, you are doing a wonderful job, sir. In fact, even I have learned so much from you individually. You are so quick, you are so methodical, and with a smile. And I
Thank
remember
you so
that
much.
phrase, which is, yeah, smile a
Thank you so
while,
much,
and
Sister.
while you smile, there'll be miles and miles of smiles because you smiled. I remember that face when I see you.
Thank you so much. That's really kind of you to dedicate that quote to me. Uh, sister, we've been hosting a competition called the Youngster Olympiad since 2015, and this year it's in its 7th edition. And every year we host participants from various culinary colleges or students undergoing culinary courses in their own countries, and they come down and take part. So we have one student representing one country, along with their chef mentor who travels to India, and they take part in this competition, which starts off with a grand opening ceremony in New Delhi. And then these teams, which number more than 50, they get divided into groups, and then these groups travel to different cities where we have campuses. So they come down and do the round one of the competition in cities such as Pune, Bangalore, Goa, and of course Delhi itself. And then from there we choose the top 10, and the next 11 also. They take part in the finals, and from there we come up with the champion. So this year, because of the pandemic, we are unable to in fact have them come and visit us. This opportunity was there that, like, should we cancel the event or do we go ahead with this event? So we decided to go ahead with the event, and we came up with a virtual Young Chef Olympiad, and we are doing it from 31st till the 6th of February. So uh, a virtual cooking competition, and all these culinary students who would in future be Michelin star, star chefs. So, what is your comment on that?
Sir, I would request you to march ahead, go forward, boost the students up, because students have a lot of creativity and they have energy. They should use their energy for these kind of things. It's the IT world. It's, the mobile world. Now, we have signal and whatnot, hotspots. So let them use their energy to be good cooks. And today, we need good cooks. If you have a good dish, you can earn your living. So go march ahead, sir. I would request you to march ahead with your project and rely on God.
Thank you so much. So, Sister Marisa, education has been something that you have been involved in, I would say, practically all your working life.
Yes.
Where do you see it going from here? How do you see it changing and evolving? And what do you see happening in the future?
Those who have got at the moment good connectivity can proceed with online classes and Google meetings, etc. Those who are in villages, I am very pained because they cannot attend these classes. So then they should be given equal treatment and given marks so that they come up in life. They don't miss out on their years. That only is my concern. So in this school, whoever cannot, the one who does not have proper connectivity, I will see that we give them good marks, sir, and they present an assignment in hand. Of course, those who are getting empowered, those who get motivated, they are very happy to have these Zoom meetings, Zoom classes. But what about the others who don't have connectivity? I wish and I pray that schools across India tell them to submit their assignments, tell them to submit their projects in hand and give them marks. I have decided to do that in my school in Bandra.
Right, sister. As a parting word, since I belong to this industry, what would be your word of advice to all those students who want to take up hospitality as a profession?
I would say follow your heart. Your heartbeat should be the inner voice of you. And if you follow your heart, automatically God will walk and talk with you. And my last parting statement is to face every situation, every challenge, and your life with a smile.
Right. Thank you so much, Sister Marisa, for taking time out today to talk to us and tell us about your journey, tell us about how the education, that particular aspect came into you, how you have imparted, education, how you have worked along with people, how you have made them be a part of your own set of people who will be, spreading the light of learning all through. And,
Yes.
that positive aura, which I talked about right at the beginning, is something which I'm getting even now when I speak to you. When you start speaking, I can just, stop and just listen. So thank you so much for taking time out and being with us today.
God
Thank
bless
you
you,
so much.
sir.
Thank you.